the difference between augmented reality, virtual reality, and mixed reality? It is a range of experiences. On one hand, we have virtual reality, which is a total immersive experience where you put on a headset and you are disconnected from your environment. Everything you see and interact is a 3D generated object. And on the other hand, for augmented reality, you have a connection to your environment, like in HoloLens, and you have some extra information, maybe 3D or maybe audio information that's available to you, which is augmenting your reality. Also, we have mobile phone applications like Pokemon Go. You are looking through the glass of your phone and you're able to find 3D objects in the real world. And this whole range of experiences we call mixed reality. And short, it's called XR.
Hello, everyone. So welcome back after the break. The next talk will be given by Franz. He works in a small AR studio, and we'll talk a bit about WebAR. The stage is yours.
Yeah, thanks, Robin, and yeah, thanks for having me. I'm Frans Tihibrainen. I'm talking to you from Finland, from my home office today. And today I'll be talking a little bit about web-based augmented reality and how QR codes can be used in a sort of new way to open up WebAR experiences. And first, a short intro about me and my company, Flyer Augmented Reality Studio. We are a creative AR studio, and we focus on creating highly custom augmented reality experiences. And we do that omni-softwareously, which is a word, I guess. So we don't create our own technology or develop our own software, but rather we use good tools that are available for augmented reality creation. And we always choose the tools to meet our project requirements. And here's our small team. Me and Eero are the founders of this company. We are digital media engineers. And although I'm an engineer, I'm not the most technical guy, but I have a wild imagination. And I love augmenting reality. And then we have Nico as our main 3D artist, and Sebastian, who we work with on a freelance basis. And here is our current tool set, which we use, but we're not married to any one of these tools, but we've been using them for quite a while and they work. So there's no reason to change, at least right away. But we keep our eyes, mind, and toolbox open all the time for new technologies. Like most of you probably know, the augmented reality field is evolving at such fast pace that almost every day there's something new going on. And Zapper is a British AR company. They have a very solid and versatile AR platform, and we use Zapper Tech for these WebAR projects of ours, which I'll be showing a few of you, or showing all of you a few of them, and there's at least one which you can try yourself. And the other tools are Unity game engine, which we use on its own, and sometimes we pair it with Immersal SDK for spatial AR things That's not yet in WebAR, but hopefully in the future. Then the last logo is Spark AR Studio. We do some Instagram, Facebook filters as well. And then last but not least, coffee. That's important. And here's a short video of what kind of augmented reality projects we've done over the years. Some are WebAR projects and some are like spatial augmented reality. Just to give you a quick overview of what different kinds of augmentations have been going on over here in Finland. Here's a few clips of the spatial AR things as well. Yep, let's go onwards. And yeah, sort of rhetorical question. Which ones of you enjoy downloading apps? Have you ever met anyone who enjoys downloading apps? I've noticed over the last years that although downloading an app is easy and fast, very often it's one step too much, especially for busy consumer clients whose attention span is only getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Everything has to happen now, and everything has to load now, and no one digs downloading apps. So no one likes to download apps. And that's where web-based augmented reality comes into the picture. What WebAR is in a nutshell is augmented reality experiences on the web. So it runs in your mobile browser. In most mobile browsers, it works quite smoothly. Some more marginal browsers like Brave or Opera might be a bit glitchy, but I'm sure they will start running WebAR content better once they update a little bit. But unfortunately, WebAR is not perfect as yet, but it is solid enough for proper projects and proper AR productions. It's a matter of like designing the thing, the experience, so that it works on most devices. And always there will be a few people with ancient phones, and it'll be hard to read a QR code. But for the big majority of the target audience, the experience will work very smoothly. And WebAR content can also be accessed via QR codes, and especially for image tracked solutions. So all kinds of printed marketing materials, posters, magazine advertisements, flyers, business cards they are very good material for WebAR experiences. And QR codes have been around since like the mid-90s, and they've been mainstream for probably over 10 years. And most people know how QR codes work. And this is how we've been using QR codes with WebAR experiences. Sometimes we link the QR code, or we generate the QR code to take the user directly to the WebAR URL address. But for our office demo, which you'll see in a moment, for that one we created a layer of redirection just in case it happens to go massively viral and we don't want to pay for all the extra AR views. Then we have the option to redirect it to our site. So in our office demo case, which you'll see soon, the QR code redirects via our site, the subdomain, and then it redirects to the WebAR experience. And then like that's one way of like keeping one extra level of control with your QR code. And QR codes are free, which is great. It's so easy to generate a QR code. You can customize it, add a logo even, and make it your colors, and add it anywhere in your print. Graphic designers love QR codes, or they're not. Here I'll show you a few example videos, actually 5, and then as the last one, I'll show you one example of a WebAR experience, which I find to be one of the most versatile WebAR experiences which I have tried. And yeah, okay, I might be a bit biased because it's ours. But here's the most simple type of WebAR. Here, let's see how the video plays. Oh no, no sound. Too bad. Sorry about the sound missing. But the video has sound. And it's a postcard with 4 videos of the late Finnish president Urho Kekkonen, or an actor playing him, and he was famous for having famous one-liners. And these 4 videos, which are here included on the card, you can press the buttons 1, 2, 3, 4 to change the video, and then the last info icon is a link button which takes to the client website, which in this case was a city in Finland. And we created this in partnership with Salmi platform, a Finnish like travel AR company. They created the top-notch content, and we did the AR part using Zapper and published it to WebAR. And it's just a postcard with a QR code. Very, very simple. This was cool like 10 years ago using an app. But I'm sure lots of you who are working in the XR space, when you show clients or show other people AR things for the first time, you get a wow reaction. But this is still wow some people. And it is cool. Content always counts. It's the content that matters. And yeah, this had only video content, a few buttons to change the video, a simple link, very easy and fast to create. But what made it cool was the good quality content. And here another project which is a bit more complex, also created using Zapper's Zapworks Studio, published into their WebAR. 3D is created in Blender, and this was for a museum. Oh no. Yeah, this was for a museum, city museum, which had an architecture themed exhibition going on. The famous Finnish architect couple, Heikki and Kaija Siren. This exhibition was telling about their work. And they've designed lots of apartments in Finland, and especially in the 50s and 60s. And we created a 50s style stereotypical Finnish apartment. And we made like a 50s style interior. And there were quite a few interactions. You could like click on the radio to hear a 50s radio show. At some point, the phone started ringing and you had to answer it. And also a few Easter eggs, like you could open up the oven. And then this had a like sort of time travel thing, because you could click on one of the icons within the AR experience, and then it would open a 360 image of the same apartment of how it looks today. And this one, oh yeah, to be fair, the iPad screen recording was using the WebAR app, but this went out as web-based. It also had the QR code in the exhibition space, and also it went out as the like exhibition flyer. And yeah, this was done a bit over a year ago, and we included the WebAR QR code and also the Zapper app flash code, zap code, just in case some people had difficulties with WebAR. But if we were to do it today, it would only have the QR code. In the next one, this one is one of my favorite like product presentation projects we've made. This Finnish startup called Block Solutions, and using web-based augmented reality, it's possible. Whoopsies! Sorry about that. Reality, it's possible to make your brochures so much more. You can display your product and its different sizing options, and show how it works, how you can build with it, and you can also show what has been built with it. Hey Markus. We made this for Block Solutions, a Finnish company whose product is this very cool block. Yeah, Block Solutions is very cool. They have like this recycled plastic and wood fiber based block, which is like Lego for real houses. You can build like a house for your family in days, and they're using this in like third world countries to build schools and durable emergency housing. And this one we made for the city of Helsinki as part of participatory budgeting for city residents of Helsinki. And there was a poster campaign telling about how city residents can submit their ideas to the city, and hope that their idea is gets lots of votes, and then some of the city budget will be used to create or to make that idea into reality. Like in this case, we made this 3D model of this sports area, and one of the residents' ideas was to make like a running track around the sports field. So yeah, this had like two parts showing the actual renovations that have been made, and also to tell people about the participatory budgeting project. And this was used in a poster like this. And also there's this Helsinki magazine that goes out to every household in Helsinki, and it was attached to one page in that Helsinki magazine. And this one had fun little animations. There was actually a tiny dudes playing soccer in the soccer field, or football as we call it. And there was also a 360. Oh, it wasn't in the video, but there were like you could click on one of the eye icons to open a 360 image as well. And Yeah, at FlyAR, we create mostly very custom solutions, and we don't have like a product or service, but we created a like prototype for a digital vinyl thing. One evening, I was thinking what kind of other round nice things there are in addition to our cool company flyer. I thought of pizza and records, but we still haven't augmented the pizza, but we made a like prototype for music marketing. It's on the roadmap to productify this. Yeah, so the main point for that was to have like the vinyl record experience with just the plain piece of paper. So a QR code, you get the digital vinyl record there, cool start-stop action with animated tone arm, and also links to all the necessary places, necessary like links, social medias and Spotify and etc. Oh, and then demo time. Do the QR thing. I'm probably most of you have quite recent-ish phones, so try and read the QR with your camera and hope for the best. And if your camera doesn't read QR codes, if you have Android, see if you have Google Lens. And yeah, if you don't have Google Lens, then you might need QR reader. But you can also open up your browser, like Chrome is good, and type augmented.flyar.fi, and then it will go to the WebAR experience. I'll do it too. We can walk through it. So when you scan the code, it asks to open it in your default browser. I have Chrome here. Now click Launch. Allow to access camera and orientation. Then it's loading the content. Then if you are not pointing at the image, it will say point at the image. So now I'll point at the image and then our office will appear. And since you are looking at it for the first time, the lights will be out and you will have to tap on the first question mark info interaction button to like get to the welcoming page. And then after that, all the other info buttons will open up. And here you will see our office. That's our actual office, like very without the mess. We didn't model the mess. But you can click on the icons on the dudes or other info buttons to find out more information. And in the middle, there's the eye. Eye as in is in your eye icon, and it will open up a 360 rendering from inside our office. I'm waiting for everyone to be at the office at the same time, so we'll take a real still photo. And there's a few Easter eggs. You can tap on the TV to move it around. That's not too very useful. Then you can also flush the toilet by tapping on the toilet seat. But my favorite Easter egg is at the top left. There's the yes, we are open green round sign. You can tap that, change it to sorry, we're closed, and then us little flyer links will be on the couch playing Nintendo. And then from the like dudes info buttons, you can tap to like save my contact information or go to my LinkedIn or the others LinkedIn's too. I hope most of you got it to work. Oh, here's some Zapper fellows. Hey, Chris and Tom. And yeah, I saw Dhruv asked about free resources to learn WebAR development. Unfortunately, I don't know where to look, like Google. But yeah, Tom gave you some good answers. And yeah, Zapper WebAR is a good place to start, definitely. But if you want to go for programming lots, yeah, ask Google.
Right. Hey, friends. So we are in the Q&A session already.
Oh no!
Oh, you just
yeah,
wait for
sorry.
people to scan to experience the app, right?
Yeah,
no,
I
it's
have a
good.
few more slides.
Awesome. No, take your time. Take your time. We have time. I wondered.
Yeah, good point. But is there any problems getting this to work? Can someone other than
It
Tom
worked for me.
confirm that?
I tried.
Great.
I tried too.
Oh, good.
Awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll move on to the next one. And this one is on our website if you want to take a look later. It will be there. Oh, and here's a video of that as well. Interactivity is a big thing in augmented reality. Of course, you can have static and animated 3D models, but when the user can interact with the content, that's when the actual magic happens. For example, here you can click on the info button in our innovation area, see what's going on there. Or then you can take a look inside our office to a 360 picture. Or you can even close down our office to see what happens at night. I wonder who is winning. It's me. Yeah, good night. Yeah, that's how it works. And good thing to remember about AR experiences is that you can always change the digital augmented content. Like for this one, it's on our to-do list to make a Christmas edition. So add like a Christmas tree. I'm not sure, maybe some snow and maybe Santa Claus sitting somewhere. Let's see. And this had a bunch of different kinds of content. Like the most visual part was the animated and quite detailed 3D model. Then it had background audio, some like UI audio sounds. When you click on things, it'll say bloop. And it had a very short video clip, 360 picture, lots of interactivity, text info, link buttons, saving contact information also, and then the night mode. And yeah, our magic ingredient for this kind of living scale models of things is that lots of fun details make it nice and interesting and like fun to explore. And yeah, WebAR benefits. Biggest one is that it works without app downloads. That's a major benefit over app-based AR. And it works on most devices without any problems. And like every day, the devices are like a day newer. And all new devices just run WebAR better. And there's lots of platforms and frameworks for creating web-based AR. It allows for interactive content, supports lots of different media types, and not just like static 3D models or not just a video with no interactions. And I think that one major benefit of augmented reality is also the ability to mix different types of media. For example, this mixing of 3D and 360 is a very cool and immersive, not like gimmick, but like a feature. Oh, and some downsides. Yeah, plane tracking for interactive and animated augmented reality content is still like getting there. I think that Eighth Wall might be the furthest at that, but I'm hoping that it will work on this Zapper platform that we like to use a lot. I heard it's on the roadmap. And oops. And then, yeah, this classic question of what do I do with this QR code is something that still is present, maybe more in the boomer generation. But I think that's also slightly culturally dependent. Like in some countries, QR codes are very well known, how they work and what they do. But in some countries, QR codes are not used that much. Like in Finland, QR codes are not used that much. And yeah, performance-wise, App AR is a bit more stable, but WebAR for image tracked solutions works surprisingly well, almost perfectly, I would say. With like, for example, my iPhone 12 works super good. And I tried our office demo with ancient iPhone SE, and it worked well enough. It didn't work perfectly. It was a bit laggy, but it worked okay. And that's like super cool because that phone was made way before augmented reality was working on the web. And then some browsers are doing strange things. Like for one example was that Firefox, for some reason, it was showing our 360 images the wrong way. And some browsers just are more buggy than others. But the most known browsers like Chrome and Safari work super nice. And there's amazing amount of use cases for WebAR. And at the moment, I would say that for print image tracking, WebAR is super good. And if anyone is doing print advertising campaigns, it's a shame to see like very expensive media spaces like the front pages of major newspapers that are not augmented. It makes me sad every time I see like a Helsingin Sanomat, which is the biggest newspaper in Finland, and I see some company buying the front page, which costs lots of tens of thousands of euros. And then I know that the creatives who have designed that, they haven't known that WebAR could make it so much more. And here are just a few use cases. It could be like interactive product presentations. A very simple thing would be to add videos to printed news. Like you could see the goals of last night's football game from the sports pages by just scanning it. And yeah, you can change the AR content over time, have seasonally changing things. Like we'll probably, hopefully we'll have time to do it before Christmas, to add the Santa Claus and Christmas tree in our office. And for education, there's lots of potential as well to explain like complex things like the water cycle, or how covalent bonds work, or show molecules. or explosion diagrams of motors in school books. And we can also fetch data from the cloud. A few ways of doing that. We can show like real-time data and use that as a parameter for let's say infographic. And yeah, the sky and the client's budget is often are the limiting factors. And yeah, that's about it from my side.
Awesome.
Thanks for listening, and please shoot away if you have any questions.
Yes, thanks again for your talk, Franz. Right. So I didn't find any questions on Discord yet, but I thought this comment that you discussed earlier is quite interesting about resources for VR, like WebAR development. So yeah, you're obviously using ZepWorks, but or ZepAR, but there are also like many more tools like also resources to learn all these development principles. Yeah, I thought maybe you can comment on that a bit more.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not the most technical guy, and so I actually don't do that much of the actual AR development on our side. And yeah, we've been using the Zapper platform and their software. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that, or I know that you can get started with Zapper for free and try it out. And they have pretty good documentation. So if I was getting into doing WebAR stuff, I would look there first. But if you're more into like programming, or like we do programming for Zapper as well, but like AR.js or Babylon.js also might be something to look into.
Right. Yeah, those are the different options. Like basically the SDK platforms and the APIs. There's a lot of development in WebAR. Yeah, coincidentally, I just had another talk in the first session with Jonathan, where I also discussed a few future developments where this is going. I don't really want to talk about myself, but I actually also worked with ZepAR for another AR studio that just got founded, and I'm just like working on freelance basis with them.
Cool.
So I know the tools actually. And yeah, but I think like it's still like sort of incremental developments there. Like okay, we started with these QR codes, visual markers, and like I'm also trying to think what is the next step with like how could like maybe the existing technology be integrated to some spatial AR, where you can like use the world tracking, which is something that ZepAR is also working on to get it working. So yeah, did you think about these technologies?
Yeah, it's very interesting to see how WebAR and also like generally the AR space develops. Like, what are the next steps, and what's the next step for these devices?
Right.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing like after this world tracking comes into WebAR, then it'll be like the size of the like tracked world will just increase and increase, and let's see who will be the owner of the like worldwide AR space. And maybe there will be like my augmented reality will be different than yours depending on my like browsing history and which pizzerias
Oh,
I've ordered from.
very interesting idea. Yeah, like it will be personalized. Yeah, there's lots of potential to build the metaverse, basically AR metaverse. It's yeah. it's interesting. How to say, like interesting developments.
Yeah, it's a very interesting time to be alive and working in the like XR space.
Indeed.
It's like all the
Although
cool.
there's still many challenges, right? For like how would these apps look in the future? Okay, I asked the question in the other talk as well. How would like it look like when you have a AR metaverse where you transition between different AR experiences like seamlessly? So like if more and more things have AR markers in that, like every cover or like even like in your personal space, which you could maybe sort of select what you want to have is in AR, there would be like sort of like a internet of AR, right? Like AR
Hmm.
cloud or something. It has many names, so that you can like have many things seamlessly integrating together. However, there's not like a browser where you can just open a new tab and make a new AR experience there. So how would
Not
these things?
not yet. Yeah, like would
Yeah,
there be like a level of social network which is anchored to a certain location? Like I could go to a famous spot and take like my record a volumetric video of me climbing a certain famous tree, and
and
then people could see the memory of me climbing that tree when they go there, if they're my friends on or followers
you just
on
drop it there. You just drop it in the AR space, yeah, as a marker.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's lots of
nice.
interesting companies in this area also, like holograms for volumetric video, and then Mapstar for like spatial location based AR.
Yeah, I heard of them. It's a German company, right?
Hmm.
Mapstar. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think they are German. But yeah, very good time to be in the XR space.
Indeed, indeed. Let's see.
And
One more question on Discord. Um, right. Yeah. I think we're also almost out of time.
yeah,
If you want, you can drop your link to your website or to these AR experiences so that people can try them out.
oh yeah, I'll
Uh,
drop a few links here. Where can I? Or is it this private chat?
no, no,
No,
the first
comments.
one, yeah, and then you can post. Uh, can you?
Oh,
I thought you could.
I can't write there for some reason. I can only see it.
I can write there. Okay. I still learn how to
But
use this
it's
tool. I was hoping you could just post there.
yeah, but flyar.fi is our website. Go and take a look.
All together?
Yeah, fly or
But Finland, yeah.
yeah .fi.
Okay. Uh, yeah. Um, just yeah, leaving it there for everyone. And yeah.
Cool.
Um,
Yeah, thanks from my side. Did we have lots of viewers?
yeah, it's we had a lot of comments actually. Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
Um,
thanks Zapper guys for joining. Say hello to your team.
right. You're working very closely with the ZapAR, or did they just coincidentally join in?
Well, I was surprised that they joined. I'm glad they did. Yeah,
They must really like your apps.
we are friends. Yeah, we've been using Zapper for a long time, since their studio software was in beta, like
Oh, I had just got
2016 or something like that.
um, well, then you're really an early adopter. I just got one more question that I realized there's a lot of new AR headset developed that like try to connect directly to your smartphone, right? Did you think this has like additional value for the AR industry? If it's like a very like easy to purchase and people would have it like in every day, that would be
Yeah.
a new experience, right?
Yeah, I have a bit mixed feelings about like a headset which would be on your head like constantly. But for like utility things, I see the and educational things, I see lots of potential, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'm too old or just don't want to be online or connected all the time. So yeah, it would of course be if it frees your hands, you can like do more like HoloLensic interactions, and like hand tracking is progressing super fast as well.
Right, and for the hand tracking, you need to have your hands free. I mean,
Mm.
it doesn't work with the smartphone AR so much. So yeah, I'm just talking about these like Qualcomm XR. I forgot the name. They just have like a reference design, and like there's a bunch of hardware manufacturers that produce that. Like the first one in this category is like Nreal, for example, and I imagine that can be very helpful because it's much more approachable than something like a HoloLens.
Mm. Yeah, definitely. And then actually I have to mention when we are talking about headsets, Zapper has the Zap box, which is super cool, and it's so
Oh,
simple. Like
I
it's
know this one.
you
Yeah,
remember Google Cardboard? It's like a cardboard
right.
VR headset where you put your
And like
device in.
it used the reflection, so like it's real AR. It's not even like a pass through. It's real AR.
No, it's
I'm
like
supposed.
I think it's pass through, but you can see the camera image overlaid with AR stuff, and then it adds like a wide angle lens here. Click, so it makes the field of view quite natural.
Interesting. Okay, to be honest, I just saw that on the website, but you also tried that.
Yeah,
Try
we
to
we
use it for
have
your
like
apps.
we have done some Zapbox projects. I'm not sure how well those work in WebAR, but yeah, having to do the box thing kind of takes the simplicity of scanning a QR code away. But we've used it to show like show construction projects, like a 3D model of a construction project, which has been a big sized thing on the table. So then it's much more immersive when you can look at it like this.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, and it's you don't even need to buy anything. It's like you can just fold it together,
Yeah,
slide your phone in, and you're ready
yeah.
to go.
Now they are making the like third generation of that. We have the first and second one, which were cardboard or cardboard
Okay.
versions, and now the third version is more like a bit more sleek. I think it was like a plastic frame where you put your phone, but like a very good way to extend the things you can do with this simple device.
Mm.
Or this is not a
Oh,
simple device, but the like just attaching some analog pieces to this to make it into like a mixed reality headset is pretty cool.
indeed. All right. Yeah. Yeah. It's always developing and lots of things to come.
Mm.
Yeah, we're out of time already, so I've got to
Yeah,
wrap it up now. Thanks
yeah, but
again, friends.
thanks a lot.
Thanks for the. All
Thanks
right,
for having me.
and
See you
all
next
right.
year.
See you next year. Indeed, we do
Bye.
this every year.
Bye.
Bye.